So if everyone can turn their Bibles now, we're going to have a look at Ephesians chapter 6.
Okay, sorry I'm late.
We're looking through verses
Nice.
3 to 20.
Hey,
Now,
how you going on?
so I want to hear some of these.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Good weekend?
Any observations that you have are more than welcome.
Oh, nice.
Talk theology, people.
That is mint. That is mint, mate. Yeah, not too bad myself, to be honest. Found myself in Paris, if you can believe it.
Very, very nice. Right.
Yeah, you know. Went to Paris, flew to Paris, saw the sights. On top of the Eiffel Tower, checked out the Louvre. The Louvre. How do you say it? Louvre? The museum place that's made of glass. Went there. And, went to a funky little bakery. It was nice. It was actually mint. If you want a croissant, I've got one in my bag, like a proper one, made by like a Jean-Pierre, you know, a good. Oh right, yeah, sorry. Was this in the pre-reading? It was, right? Right? I feel like I recognise this, but I just don't. Hang on, give me a minute. Paris. How did I get there? I flew. I flew to Paris because that's what people do. They fly to Paris when they go because it's across the ocean. Yeah, of course. Flew using my wings. Eurowings. The airplane brand company. That's the word I used. Eurowings because that's how you fly. You pay a ticket, you buy a ticket, and then you go. So that's what I did. I don't have wings. I'm not a bird. I'm not a bird. How do? Huh? Oh no, I can't. I can't look at your phone. If I look at your phone, the lecturer's gonna get mad. No, I'm not gonna look at your phone. I'm gonna take notes. I'm already late. Yeah, I know I'm always late, but that's not the point. If I'm late and I don't pay attention, I get in double lots of trouble. If I'm late and I try and pay attention, at least it looks like I'm trying to be What is that? What? No, what is that photo? Why are you and why are you showing it to me? It doesn't look like me. It doesn't. It doesn't look like me. You're having a laugh. Okay, so maybe the mole is in the same place, but she's got green eyes, and mine are just not green. So that we can't be the same person. Yeah. And yeah, okay, so she does have the gash that I have on my arm. But that's because actually it's not a gash because I accidentally put Sharpie on myself. You were there when that happened because do you remember? Because we had the group project and I opened the pen and the pen got on my arm and that's there. I mean, hypothetically, if that was me, which is not, but if it was me, then the Sharpie would be in the same place, but it's not me, and you don't have any evidence to prove it, so we can stop having this conversation now, because exams are in 2 weeks, and I'm very behind. Okay, yeah, I'd be less behind if I was on time for class, but I have very valid reasons for not being on time for class. I missed the bus, and I couldn't decide which shoes went best with my outfit. Look, I know I wear mom jeans and hoodies all the time, but colour coding is important, okay?
Is that a 10? Where are you getting 10 from?
Yeah, but it's not me though, so just drop it! Leave it alone. It's not me. And you have no evidence to prove that it's me. Doesn't matter if, the
So people who said 6, put your hand up.
Fine.
You say there's 6.
Fine. You may be onto something. Shh. Don't. Please don't make a scene. Please don't make a scene. Please don't make a scene. I'm only telling you this because I am far too jet lagged and tired to deal with lies. Usually I'm very good, but if you've gone from Timbuktu to Paris to Southern America and then Korea to solve different villains issues, and then you come back here to take a 9 a.m. lecture, it's not fun, okay? And I don't want to deal with you right now either. So if you could just be quiet and let me take my notes, I will gladly talk to you in the break. Cool? And if you tell anyone about this, or you put this on a group chat, I will use every single ability in my disposal to wipe your phone and make sure no one remembers you took this class, okay? Cool. Right. Thank you. Finals. Finally. Okay. Right. 15 minutes. What do I want? I need an orange juice and I wonder if they've got Walkers. No, they'll be sold out by now. We left last late. Huh? Talk, what about? Why would I need to talk to you? At the start of lecture? No, I don't remember what we were talking about. The start of. Okay, fine, it's not gonna work. Yes, sure, just come. Come, let's go to, the booths. Let's go to a booth. I need an orange juice and a ham toasty, and then we can have this conversation, yeah? Cool. So, you know now that I'm the miracle kid. That's really great. That's really, really great. I didn't plan for this today. Right, so you know now. Why are you telling me that you know? Why aren't you, I don't know, why didn't you put it in, like, the paper or something? Okay, yeah, valid reasons. Cool. I am much too much of a tomboy to be flying around in a skirt. You're very right. That's why I wear mum jeans and not dresses. If I would wear those dresses, I'd be way too cute and powerful for all of you, and you'd all die. So, there you go. But genuinely, how long have you known? Really, how long have you known? When did you figure this out? Huh. Okay. That's really good to know. And you've been sitting with me from the start of the year, and you're only bringing it up now, which is a bit strange considering how long you've known. You want something, don't you? What do you want? What do you want? You're not going to bribe me into anything. You do know I have control over all the elements, right? You know that, right? You can't make me do anything I don't want to do. Yeah, well, maybe they only work when I'm transformed, but it's not. I still have some control, okay? I can make a little drizzle. Okay, I can give you sunburn on one of your arms. How about that? Yeah, it's not as intimidating when I say it out loud. Yeah, what do you want? Please don't tell me you want to interview me because I'm terrible in front of a camera. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Fight club? Why on earth would you want me to join a fight club? I'm not a fighter. Okay. Magical girl. I get strength, but I don't fight. I throw water and lightning. From a distance, I throw it, and then I use my little Thor's hammer, and I spin that around, and I become like an avatar Thor. You've seen me! Why am I explaining this to you? You know! So why are you asking me to join a fight club? I don't want to join a fight club. Okay, yeah, granted, I also don't want to get found out. That's another good point. Okay, so I join your fight club and you don't expose my secret. I don't understand what you get out of this, but okay, sure, fine. I don't know how much strength I get when I'm not transformed, but I do know I'm really good at opening pickle jars, so I'm probably like 10% stronger than your average person because I can do it in a few seconds. So, yeah, I mean, no. No. No, it wouldn't be easy. And I'm not just going to transform just so that you can win a tournament. No, that's ridiculous. Everyone would know. They'd be like, oh, wow, who's that kid with bright pink dress and her hair is all big and huge afro puffs? Oh my gosh, it's the Miracle Kid. The Miracle Kid in the Fight Club? She's winning the tournament? Well, that's crazy. That's a terrible idea. Why would you think that was a good idea? I'm not joining as the Miracle Kid. No. You're getting Aya, and that's what you get. Yeah? Cool? Right. I need some... hang on, give me a minute. So... why me, though? Like, powers aside. I'm not like a... You know, you could have asked Thomas or even Marie. I'm pretty sure Marie takes Taekwondo. Why didn't you ask Marie? Because Marie takes Taekwondo and she's also got comps. Okay, fair. Fair. Fine. Alright, so this is the deal. I join your fight club. I get you through the tournament. I do a little wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Win. Your club doesn't shut down. Woohoo. And you don't tell anyone that I'm an MG. You know, an MG, a magical girl. Yeah, I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want anyone else figuring out who I am, dude. Why are you making my life long? Look, the bell's about to go. We've got to get back to class. But we have an agreement, yeah? What do you mean, one more thing? You're already asking me for so much, man. What? You want to go... Why would you want to go with me? It makes no sense. You have no abilities of your own. To update the Reddit. You want the karma. I see. You want the karma. You want to post to the Reddit. Cool. I mean, I'm not going to be able to stop you, am I? If I say no, you're just going to expose me anyway. So, you go with me. I guess I'm going to need your number. Give me your phone. I message you. When I message you, you need to be ready in 2 minutes. I'm going to pick you up. We're going to fly. And you stay out of the blast radius. Okay? I can't deal with another potential conscious just being around. I've got enough to deal with flying around and shooting arrows and whatever. Don't freak out about it, please. I already feel really, really weird that you know who I am. It's actually very exposing. So, what's your name, anyway? No, your last name. Yeah, I know what your first name is. I want to know your last name. Because I'm saving your number in my phone. Okay, I'm just going to call you Annoying Toad then. You're saving in my phone as Annoying Toad because you didn't want to tell me your surname. I gave you a chance. I gave you a chance. And now you're just Annoying Toad. Yes, like the Mario character. The wow! Yes, that's you. Because that's what you just, yes. You literally just did that. I said, hey, you could come with me. I'll pick you up. And you went, wow! That's what happened. Look, the bell's gone. We need to get back to class. I cannot fail another semester of this module. I will literally cry. So let's get back to class and just forget this happened. Cool. See you later, Toad. My life is a mess.